What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another Four Corners for today's 9-game NBA main slate, courtesy of Awesemo.com and presented by Super Draft. We've got 9 games, some important guys ruled out, some important guys we're waiting for news on, so as always, the power of positivity helps us out a bunch. So right now, please hit that like button. And if you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus, courtesy of Super Draft, please like the video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. Yesterday, nobody got Devonta Graham right, so let's get back on track today. Right now, like the video and comment your top value play for a chance at a free month of Awesemo Plus. But you know what by now, we've got no time to waste here in the Four Corners, so let's get to it with the top owned plays on the slate, starting with Lou Williams in a matchup versus Milwaukee, in which there are 111.8 implied points for the Clippers. Lou will have 43% expected ownership on Draftkings, while have 52% on FanDuel. Williams has a 36% usage rate in court time without Kawhi Leonard, and he and Montrezl Harrell will likely have to do all the work in order to keep the Clippers in this game on national TV. Next up, we've got the returning Karl Anthony Towns in a matchup versus Memphis, in which there are 115.5 implied points for Minnesota. Towns will have 38% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he goes to 29% on FanDuel. Towns projects as one of the best values on the slate despite his stud pricing, and he should dominate in his return from suspension with no one on Memphis who could defend him in what should be the fastest paced game on the slate. And our last top owned play to hit on is Markieff Morris in a matchup versus the Knicks, in which there are 105 implied points for Detroit. Morris has 24% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 26% on FanDuel. Markieff is very cheap given how undermanned Detroit is yet again, but he played just 14 minutes last game in the same situation, with Christian Wood and Svi Mikhailiuk stealing minutes, as Morris played with foul issues and mediocrity overall. And now to some of the top value plays on the slate, and let's kick it off with Damian Lee in a matchup at Houston, in which there are 108.5 implied points for Golden State. Lee had 29 minutes with 22% usage last game with Golden State's shorthanded crew, and he's low priced again despite a matchup against Houston's poor 112.2 defensive efficiency rating. And his teammate also looks good as a value, Jordan Poole in that matchup at Houston, in which there are again 108.5 implied points for Golden State. Poole had 29.75 fantasy points in 31 minutes last game despite 3 for 16 shooting, and he has big upside against that porous and paceful Houston defense. And a guy who killed for us a couple days ago, Bruce Brown in that match versus the Knicks, looks good again with 105 implied points for Detroit. Brown projects a solid value once again after a spot where he put up 7 assists again, and he stands to benefit once more with no Tim Frazier, Derrick Rose, Reggie Jackson, or Blake Griffin in the lineup. And now into our next corner, some of the appealing game stacks, and I'm into Washington at Indiana in a game in which there are 224.5 combined points. Indiana may be shorthanded again with Jeremy Lamb doubtful and Sabonis and Turner questionable, but Washington has quality guys and plays with pace and poor defense, and that should help out whomever is left for Indiana. And I'm also intrigued by that Golden State at Houston game as a game stack in which there are 232 combined points expected. Golden State had a surprise win versus Portland last time with the same shorthanded crew, and while Houston may blow them off the court with a 15-point spread favoring them at home, if they keep it close, there could be big upside for Golden State's value guys, as well as Houston's studs. And I'm also interested in that Minnesota at Memphis game in which there are 226 combined points. Towns looks great, but Memphis also has guys who could be value like Jay Crowder and Dillon Brooks, as well as guys like Jaren Jackson and Jonas Valanciunas who are solid per-minute players who could play well if they avoid foul trouble. And last but not least, let's talk about the dart throws on the slate, starting with JaMychal Green in that match versus Milwaukee, in which there are 111.8 implied points for the Clippers. Green is cheap, and he's seen extended minutes when Kawhi sits with 1.1 fantasy points per minute, and a likelihood of some looks from 3 thanks to Milwaukee's defensive approach. And I also think Luka Doncic versus Orlando could be an interesting dart throw with 107.8 implied points for Dallas. Luka will be lower owned than usual in a low-paced spot versus Orlando, but he drives all of Dallas's action with his 44% assist rate. His 10% rebounding rate gives him a floor and some upside. And another cheap dart throw I'm intrigued by is Alex Len in that matchup versus Chicago, in which there are 111.8 implied points for Atlanta. Len got benched in the second half after an impotent start last night, but he should benefit from a weak rebounding Chicago squad, and he looks appealing from a price perspective if you're willing to take on the risk of him being terrible once again. So there you have it. That's what I'm seeing so far for tonight's 9-game slate. So right now, help me out and hit that like button. If you want to win that free month of Awesemo Plus, like the video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. As always, that free month of Awesemo Plus comes courtesy of our presenting sponsor here in the Four Corners of Super Draft. So right now, go to superdraft.io. Use the promo code AWESEMO, AWESEMO. You'll get $20 free on any deposit of $100 or more. You can also check out their tournaments, which have a bunch of overlay. And that includes their multiplier tournaments where you don't even have to know salaries, just pick your players and go from there. So head to superdraft.io right now and use that promo code AWESEMO for $20 free on a $100 deposit. And if you want some more data, including projections for Super Draft, you can use this promo code SWITCHEDHEDGE at awesemo.com/join. That'll give you half off your first month. And you can also find packages as low as $3.95 a week. So go right now to awesemo.com/join and choose a package that works for you. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I've been up since 6 a.m. West Coast time today making content for you right out there. So go go help me out, show me some love, and go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow for another Four Corners, so thank you for watching. Hit that like button before you go, and I'll see you guys again soon. So enjoy your nights, and of course, good luck.